Hey, what's up, Switch Leaders? I want to shoot this real quick, less than 3-minute video for you. Tomorrow night, we're starting a brand new message series on prayer, fasting, and worship. So that over the next 2 weeks of Switch, we're having a global fasting starting tomorrow night. So what does that mean to you? You and your small group will have the opportunity to decide what you want to fast, maybe together as a group or individually, but I want everyone to partake in this fast. It's going to be a super awesome thing, but the reality is this fast is to grow our students closer to God. We know that fasting means that we're deliberately refraining from doing something so that we can hear God's voice more clearly, so that we can spend more time with God. And so maybe some of those things are, hey, I'm going to stop listening to secular music. I'm going to stop being on social media. I'm going to stop eating sweets or desserts. I'm going to stop complaining. I'm going to stop doing some of these things. I'm going to use that time that I was doing that before and spend it focusing and worshiping God, whether that means in your Bible or in worship music. We really wanted to develop a strong foundation of how do I start to hear God's voice more clearly. And one of the biggest ways that my wife and I have found, and many other amazing pastors in the world, Christians, is fasting. Fasting is a huge thing. A lot of you have done it before, but it slows down everything else so that you can hear God's voice more clearly. You're more focused. And so over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be doing that with our students. So November 6th, November 13th, those 2 weeks we're fasting. And then November 20th, we're having a global Switch worship night. 50 minutes, 50 minutes of worship. No message, but 50 minutes of worship. We're still going to have small groups at the end of the night. And let me back up to fasting real quick. Do not tell your students not to eat. Do not tell our students not to eat. There could be medical things, medical reasons, but if they're gonna fast any sort of food, like sweets specifically, make sure you say, hey, whatever you're fasting, make sure you talk to your parents about it, especially when it comes to food. But do not lead them to fast. Do not lead them in the way in saying, hey, we're not gonna eat food. Or you might say, hey, I'm actually fasting food. You should join me. Like, no, because they don't understand it. So definitely don't do that. I know that's kind of confusing, but don't lead them down that path, but instead make sure they're connecting with their mom and dad. Again, worship night is November 20th. Tomorrow night's going to be a great, great night. This is what we're going to do going forward. Once a month, I'm going to send this 3-minute video capturing all the content for the rest of the month. And then the last week of Switch, November 27th, we have no Switch at all. Week 1, week 2, global fast. Week 3, Switch worship night. Week 4, no Switch at all. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. I love and I'm thankful for every single one of you guys. And always remember, whoever finds God finds life.